Good Wednesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And what a gorgeous one today. A lot warmer than we thought out there today. We thought maybe mid-50s as we look down at the Wenatchee Valley from our Sky-Fi Tower camera located up on Wenatchee Heights. But instead of mid-50s, we got into the upper 50s and even some 60s around parts of north central and central Washington today. But what a gorgeous shot from our Sky-Fi Tower camera. Warm and dry is the word, though, as we make our way through the next couple of days and into Friday. I don't think anybody's complaining or arguing or anything about that. That looks like a beautiful forecast. Maybe some light mountain showers possible by this weekend, but this is a persistence forecast, folks. We are talking temperatures in the mid-50s to upper 50s with lows basically in the mid-30s to around 40 degrees, and that's all the way through this upcoming weekend. We will have much more weather on your way coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Last night's election dealt a major upset to a sitting Wenatchee school board member. State troopers say one person was killed this morning in a three-car crash in Douglas County. Douglas County Sheriff's deputies say a 21-year-old man carried a shotgun while walking around Waterville on Sunday and then threatened to kill a 15-year-old boy. And the Douglas County Sheriff's Office says one man has been arrested and another is being sought for a Saturday morning burglary at Palisades School. But first, we begin tonight. There will be a whole new slate of mayors in several north central Washington communities after last night's election results. That includes East Wenatchee, where Councilwoman Geraldine Crawford holds a 667 to 582 vote lead over Councilman Tim Dietering. Longtime Mayor Steve Lacey did not run again after leading the city since 1998. Lacey instead ran for a position on the East Wenatchee Sewer District Board and lost that race to Greg Peterson. In a race between the mayor of Chelan and the city's former mayor, it was former mayor Bob Getty holding a lead of just under 100 votes over current mayor Mike Cooney. Returns Tuesday had Getty with 511 votes to Cooney's 414. Cooney has been mayor since 2016 and was seeking his second term. Meanwhile, Getty served 8 years as mayor from 2008 to 2015. The closest race, meanwhile, is in Waterville, where Jill Daling Thompson and Lloyd Smith are separated by only 2 votes after Tuesday's count. Thompson has 133 votes to Daling Thompson's 131. They're seeking to replace longtime Waterville Mayor Royal Devaney, who has held the post for 27 years. In Leavenworth, it's a tight race to replace Sherry Farivar as mayor, with Carl Floria getting 256 votes to Scott Bradshaw's 227. Farivar has been mayor since 2011. In Eniat, Mayor John Alt, who was appointed in 2018, is losing to challenger Mike Buckingham. Buckingham has 190 votes to Alt's 115 votes. One city that won't be changing mayors is Cashmere, where Mayor Jim Fletcher, who was appointed to the position in 2018, was easily outdistancing Larry Brule 241 to 136 votes. Well, last night's election dealt a major upset to a sitting Wenatchee school board member. Sunny Hemphill, elected just 2 years ago, lost her seat to challenger Martin Barron, who earned 64% of the vote. Another incumbent, Laura Jakes, was reelected, while Karina Vega Vila appears to have lost her seat to a challenger who moved out of the district and can no longer serve. That means her seat would go up for appointment in January. In Wenatchee City Council races, Linda Harold will return to City Hall as an at-large council member, the first since the city moved to district-based voting last year. She'll be joined by new members Travis Hornsby and Jose Luis Cuevas. In other news, state troopers say one person was killed this morning in a 3-car crash in Douglas County. It happened around 6:30 a.m. on State Route 28 at milepost 4. It's about 3 miles east of East Wenatchee. 55-year-old Michael Troy Ashbrook of Wenatchee was killed when he tried to pass another car in a no-pass zone and then struck another vehicle. The accident caused traffic delays for a time, with the vehicles ending up on the eastbound shoulder of the road and another on the westbound shoulder. Also injured in the crash was 44-year-old Tyson Joe Chick of Wenatchee, who was transported by ambulance to Central Washington Hospital. Well, Douglas County Sheriff's deputies say a 21-year-old man carried a shotgun while walking around Waterville on Sunday and threatened to kill a 15-year-old boy for sleeping with his wife. Dylan O'Gara Smith is in the Okanagan County Jail this week after he allegedly made a threatening phone call to the teen and walked the streets of Waterville with a 12-gauge pump shotgun. Deputies said he admitted carrying the shotgun and ammunition. They may also seek charges against his 20-year-old wife for alleged sexual contact with that 15-year-old victim. Well, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office says one man has been arrested and another is being sought for a Saturday morning burglary at Palisades School. Tools, an air compressor, fuel, and a school bus were taken after a window was broken to gain entry into the maintenance building. Arrested was 27-year-old Devin R. Taylor of East Wenatchee. Still being sought is 19-year-old Jordan S. McCullough Cheney of Wenatchee. The sheriff's office said the two were identified using video footage from the stolen bus. The bus was left abandoned along Palisades Road in the 1400 block, which led to a call to the sheriff's office at 7:36 a.m. Palisades is a two-room school, serving about 25 students from kindergarten through 5th grade. Well, coming up next, a 16-year-old boy arrested in the August 30th armed robbery at Ernie's Grocery pleaded guilty Tuesday to counts of second-degree robbery, drug possession, and aiming a firearm. A Seattle man was rescued on Tuesday night after suffering a significant fall on Sunday while descending Cannon Mountain, and total October home sales in the Wenatchee market were way up compared to last year, even though active listings compared to last year were way down. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
If you want to work in IT, here's a tip. Employers value IT certifications. 91% say they play a key role in hiring. 72% require them for certain job openings. Improve your odds of getting the job. Enroll in the Computer Networking Systems program at Charter College. In 14 months, you could earn an associate degree and 6 IT certifications. Get started at chartercollege.edu/IT, where we work to get you to work.
Welcome back. In another news, a 16-year-old boy arrested in the August 30th armed robbery at Ernie's Grocery pleaded guilty Tuesday to counts of second-degree robbery, drug possession, and aiming a firearm. Chelan County Court Commissioner Tracy Brandt ordered the youth to spend 80 to 100 weeks in state juvenile detention, plus a year's supervision upon release. The youth was one of 2 masked suspects who held the lone clerk at gunpoint. The thieves took $763 from the cash register and fled on foot. When arrested, the 16-year-old had what police called a significant quantity of LSD wrapped up in over $300 in cash. The second suspect has not been found yet. A 36-year-old Seattle man was rescued on Cannon Mountain Tuesday night after suffering serious injuries in a fall estimated at 400 feet. Kent Sisson of Chelan County Search and Rescue said Ryan Caines fell while descending the mountain Sunday, 9 miles southwest of Leavenworth. He is in stable condition at Central Washington Hospital with fractures to his neck, right knee, and scapula, as well as rib injuries. His mother in Pennsylvania reported him missing around 2 p.m. a.m. after a deputy found Cairns' vehicle at the Stewart Lake trailhead late Monday afternoon. A helicopter crew dealing with 40-mile-per-hour winds went up Tuesday morning and then spotted tracks in the snow on the west side of the mountain. Rescue personnel were then inserted in the area following the tracks until they disappeared. As darkness set in, the two-man crew headed back toward the trailhead and found Cairns struggling on the trail. He told his rescuers he'd sheltered in place after his fall, but on Tuesday tried to make his way down despite all of those injuries. Well, total October home sales in the Wenatchee market were way up compared to last year, even though active listings compared to last year were way down. The latest findings from Pacific Appraisal Associates in Wenatchee shows there were 114 sales for the month of October this year compared to 84 in 2018, a 36% rise. However, this past October, there were 165 active home listings. That's down 24% from October of 2018's 218 listings. Year-to-date sales over the same period last year are dead even. Both the median and average sales price of a home in the Wenatchee market continues to rise. The median sales price of a home is just over $348,000, up 6%, while the average sales price is up 5% compared to last year at just over $374,000. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
Being able to support yourself and your family is an important part of who we are. We all need to know we're able to provide ourselves with a secure future. Some job seekers have a harder time finding work. That's why Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is here, a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to help people find work. When you shop at or donate to Goodwill, you're really being a job creator, and that's a good thing for everyone's future. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, to help a local student sell donuts for a school fundraiser, Moses Lake police officers agreed to help make a video for National Donut Day, which was yesterday, apparently one of 2 National Donut Days. In tonight's feature story, as I mentioned, the department would like everyone to know that officers do not actually take bribes. And they added that running to get donuts actually defeats the whole purpose.
Lake Police Department, just so you know you are being audibly and visually recorded. Can I get your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance?
What seems to be the problem, officer?
So I got you pulled over because your tabs were expired. Were you aware?
Maybe this would change your mind.
No, what kind of donuts are we talking about? I don't know if they can open. Seems full. Alright, carry on.
You got my dozen?
Give them to the other officer.
What other officer?
Hey, you got my donuts? Give me my donuts!
Time now for a check of your north central Washington weather forecast. Before we get to those details, this is this shot outside our weather window from this afternoon overlooking the beautiful Wenatchee Valley and the Columbia River. That's right, this is our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera. We call it the cross camera. I'm sure you've seen it at night in East Wenatchee overlooking. Look at this beautiful shot from today. Lots of blue sky, some wispy high clouds out there, but it really didn't affect us that much. We got nice and mild today. In fact, warmer than we thought we would get. High temperature today unofficially, and I think we even went up a little bit higher than that, 57 degrees, and that's well above where we should be now. Our normal high is at 49, 34 right on with our normal low temperature this morning. Record high 63 degrees. We weren't that far off really, and that was set back in 2014. 14, our record low temperature set back in 2003. Still at 6.39 inches of precipitation since January 1st. That's above normal. Sunrise 6:52, and the sun will set tonight at 4:37. Let's take a look at how your Thursday shapes up. Of course, big football game here in the Wenatchee Valley tomorrow. Eastmont High School, Wenatchee and Eastmont, Bridge of Sportsmanship game. Going to be about 50 degrees for a high tomorrow, so quite a bit cooler than today. 51 Moses Lake and Ephrata, 50 in Chelan, 50 in Entiat. These were a little while ago when I did render these temperatures. I think with a new forecast, we may tick those up just a little bit, mainly because we got so warm today. But join us again tomorrow to see the temperatures, and I think we will see them a little bit higher than 50 tomorrow. Taking a look at our surface loop tonight, we once again will expect mostly clear skies out there, calm, and with those clear skies, a little bit chilly, but we're talking pretty much normal low temperatures, mid-30s predominantly around north central Washington. As we get into your Thursday, things look pretty darn nice and still fairly quiet. Mostly sunny. We'll see calm wind conditions. Temperatures pretty much into the 50s tomorrow. That's the greenish colors. A few 60s and upper 50s in western Washington. But like I mentioned, a very quiet weather pattern for Friday. Mostly sunny. It will be calm, and we will begin a slow warm-up once again as a ridge of high pressure begins to build once again above the Pacific Northwest. That will definitely be evident on Saturday. We will see some moisture and some rain shower activity. Well, that will deflect up and over us and move back down into Montana and the Dakotas. Temperatures once again unseasonably warm for us as we head into the upcoming weekend. We're talking temperatures near 60 for all of us on Saturday. Warmer than normal once again for Sunday too. Notice the yellows all over Washington state, and that indicates just beautiful weather with all that cold weather back to our east. Monday, as we start another work week, partly cloudy skies, just a little bit cooler. Our ridge will break down a little bit as this area of low pressure pushes down on that ridge, and that could mean some showers for us then as we get into Tuesday with cloudy skies. We're looking now at about a 30% chance for scattered showers, a change in our pattern, but it will be short-lived. Let's take a look now at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating and Cooling 7-day forecast. Tonight will drop down to 31 degrees, so maybe slightly below where we should be for normal. 50 for our high temperature tomorrow. It should be a nice one. 54 high temperature for Friday. And look at this weekend, just fantastic. 58 on Saturday, 56 your high temperature on Sunday, and then a cool down on Monday and Tuesday. Back to normal really. 51 Monday and 50 your high temperature with cloudy skies on Tuesday. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Some jobs are a calling. They take passion and a devotion to the community. They're here for your kids, guiding the next generation of leaders. At Gisa Credit Union, we help you support local teachers. Every purchase you make with the Gisa Local Heroes Affinity Debit Card, we make a donation to select teacher organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Gisa Teachers Affinity Debit Card.
Are you like many who are lacking in their retirement plan but are skeptical to talk to an advisor? Are you concerned about where you should put your money or who to trust? At Solomon Financial, we are more about the people we serve than policies or products. We are a fee-based fiduciary with the mission of giving you the peace of mind so you can live the retirement of your dreams. If you have any of these questions or concerns, we'd welcome you to come see us.
Maids of Wenatchee believes a clean home is a happy home. Mary Maids provides holiday cleaning services to cheer about. Don't let the seasonal cleaning ruin the festive fun. Mary Maids can simplify your life at a great value. It's never too soon to start planning a holiday perfect home. Mary Maids of Wenatchee happily offers a worry-free guarantee. Locally owned and operated, let Mary Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Call Mary Maids today.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Wednesday to you. Kashmir's soccer team will move on to the next round of the playoffs after a thrilling double overtime win over Okanagan last night. 2-1 the final. Claire Norman scored the game winner in the second overtime session after Carly Diaz got Kashmir on the board in the first half. Bulldogs will play a crossover game at Freeman Saturday at 2 o'clock. Ephrata earned the number 3 seed in the crossover game out of the CWAC with a 4-3 win over Othello. Tigers will host West Valley of Spokane Saturday at 1 o'clock in a winner-to-state loser-out game. Sela is the district champion in the CWAC after a 1-0 win over Ellensburg. In the Big Nine, Moses Lake earned a spot to the district's 6-4A tournament after a 4-1 win over Eisenhower last night. The Chiefs will face Davis in the next round after the Pirates ended West Valley's season by a final of 3-1. Well, a trip to state is on the line tonight at Wildcat Stadium in East Wenatchee when Eastmont hosts Wenatchee for the district championship. We'll have it on the NCWLIFE channel starting at 6:30 with Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wiesen. Loser will drop back to the last chance at state Saturday 1 o'clock game against the winner of Davis and Moses Lake. On the Les Schwab Prep volleyball scoreboard from last night, Eastmont advanced to the district tournament with a win last night over Davis. Wildcats won 25-14, 15, and 18 and will face Moses Lake in the next round Saturday at West Valley. Chiefs advanced with a sweep of Eisenhower 25-21, 22, and 15. Also in the CWAC, Ephrata ended Quincy's season in the district tournament 3-1. At the B tournament in Brewster, Waterville Mansfield advanced with a win over Liberty Bell, and Brewster won the district title with a 3-1 win over Lake Roosevelt. And in the regular season finale in the Caribou Trail League, Kashmir edged Cascade 3-2. The Kodiaks will advance to the playoffs in Wenatchee. That's where Chelan faces Okanagan for the district championship at 3 o'clock, followed by Cascade and Omak at 5. Loser of the first game will play the winner of the second game for a last chance to state. Well, the preparations continue in a shortened week for both Eastmont and Wenatchee for tomorrow's big Bridge of Sportsmanship game between the two football teams. Wildcat Stadium will be the venue for the 4-1 Eastmont Wildcats and the 5-0 Wenatchee Panthers. With a Big Nine regular season title on the line, with it getting dark earlier, I asked Coach Michael Don of Eastmont if they were tempted to practice under the lights at the stadium.
No. Not really. We try to keep our field as nice as possible. Really, nobody practices on it ever. It's not touched outside of games for any sport, so wasn't even a thought process for us to go out there. And we just have to be efficient with our practice time, and that's what we're trying to do this week. Is keep doing what we do as far as efficiency. We practice fast, not a lot of talking, and just try to get a lot of reps in and make sure that we're being as efficient as possible. I said efficient about 4 times there, but trying to do that as well as we can and just get through practice and keep working.
Now, the big question mark looming over the game is whether Wenatchee's All-League running back Nate Blauman will play. He missed last Friday's game at Walla Walla with a back injury and is questionable for Thursday. Don says Eastmont is preparing for Blauman to be in the backfield.
I hope he plays. You never want to see a team have to play without one of their studs, and I hope we get the opportunity to play against him. He's a great running back. He's done an amazing job for them. You can see the difference in who they are when he's in and not in. He's a difference maker. He's a special kid. You don't get a lot of kids that are as big and smooth as him. He's just got a knack of not getting hit hard, and we're excited for the opportunity to play against him as two of the best teams in our league. And we had a slip up early in the year, so it makes this game worth a lot more for us.
We'll hear from the Panthers side of the ball tomorrow as we get ready for the Bridge of Sportsmanship here on the NCWLIFE channel. Grant and I will have your pregame tomorrow, 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. By the way, tickets still available at the athletic offices of either high school. Well, the Seahawks may have some extra help at wide receiver when Seattle plays in San Francisco on Monday. Josh Gordon was picked up a couple of weeks ago after being waived by New England. Coach Pete Carroll says he expects to see him on the field this week.
Been cleared to go. He's ready to go. So again, we'll on Thursday, when we get rolling again, he'll be going. He's in the building, studying and all that, getting ready, and so we'll see how it goes.
What was your initial impression of Josh?
He was really clear, excited to be here. Had a good conversation about on a lot of topics, and in a short time, and he met with the coaches and all that. He's bright, sharp, ready to learn, humble, looking for the opportunity to make something happen to help the club, and he had his seemingly had his sights on getting here. I was hoping to get here, so that's a good thing.
Niners are undefeated at 8-0 after a 4-12 season a year ago. Coach Carroll says he's impressed by the quick turnaround.
They've come a long ways in a short time, and Kyle's done a really nice job to turn the corner, to get to this point. Just judging off the last couple of years, they've always shown really good signs. This is a high-tech team. They're on their stuff, their schemes, their principles are really good, and they've always been that. They just had trouble getting it all together and getting their wins, but they're together now. They really are sharp in all aspects of their team. Defense is just playing lights out. They've had the benefit of some really good drafts, and they're loaded, offensively, Kyle has always presented a bunch of problems and challenges with a really clear philosophy and approach, and real good sense for running the football, real commitment for running the football. The play passes off that stuff complement so well. It's just right now, the way they're firing, it's a very, very difficult team because they're complete. They look like a really complete football team.
Seattle and San Francisco meet at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California, Monday night on ESPN at 5:15. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
And thank you very much, Eric. Finally tonight, it was a record-breaking fundraiser at the 6th Annual Wellness Place Gala Auction last Friday. Supporters exceeded their goal with $90,000 raised for the nonprofit group. The auction was held on Friday at the Local-Tel Events Center at Pybus Market in Wenatchee. The group offers free support and services to cancer patients and survivors in 4 counties, including Chelan, Douglas, Grant, and Okanagan. Newly appointed Executive Director Julie Lindholm said the need for services has increased along with the number of cancer cases in the region. She shared that in 2018, Wellness Place provided over $20,000 in gas cards to patients who needed assistance to get to treatment. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. Join me tomorrow morning as we preview the Bridge of Sportsmanship. It's always a big football game every year, regardless of how the Panthers and the Wildcats are doing. They're both doing really good this year. Big Nine Championship up for grabs. We'll preview that. Plus, we'll have highlights of Wenatchee and Eastmont Soccer. They're playing for the District Championship, as you well know tonight. We'll have highlights of that game tomorrow as well, plus everything you're used to, including your sunny but stagnant weather forecast. Join me tomorrow live right here from this very studio for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Till then, Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us, and have a great night.
NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Guada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station.
Only one dealership in Wenatchee has Motor Trend's SUV of the Year and Truck of the Year. That's right, Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram has the all-new Jeep Wrangler and the all-new Ram 1500 pickup. Or get the best of both worlds in the new Jeep Gladiator. Visit Town Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram today for more information on these award winners and see why there's no reason to leave town to buy your next vehicle.